Luke 23:26 onwards. And as they led him away, they seized one Simon of Cyrene who was coming in from the country and laid on him the cross to carry it behind Jesus. And there followed him a great multitude of the people and of the women who were of women who were mourning and lamenting for him. But turning to them, Jesus said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming when they will say, Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bore, and the breasts that never nursed. Then they will begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. For if they do these things when the wood is green, what will happen when it is dry?" Phenomenal passage. It's a really, really sad story. However, it is absolutely necessary to happen. Because without that, there's no salvation for the world. It's a horrible passage in a way. The Son of God, the God-man of glory, should be treated in such contemptuous way, should be horribly way, and even to the point of being humiliated and be crushed and be killed and whipped. When he obeyed the law of God 100% on earth, Torah and the Mosaic law. His only fault is he preached the kingdom of God, the resurrection, the kingdom of God coming. The Pharisees felt threatened by him and labeling that as another kingdom apart from Caesar, when they were trying to overthrow Caesar themselves. But anyhow, this is a story. You know, when Jesus was taken to go to the cross, there's a great multitude of people and women who were mourning and lamenting for him, crying for him. Naturally, you understand. But turning to them, Jesus said, Daughters, do not weep for me. Don't cry for me. Cry for yourselves and for your children. Why does he say that? This is the first video. There should be about 2 or 3 videos of this. He said this because he says, "For behold, the days are coming." The days are coming. Okay, the days are coming. When they will say, "Blessed are the barren, the wombs that never bore breast, and the breasts that never nursed." Why does he say that? And he said, they will say to the mountains, "Follow us," and to the hills, "Cover us." Oh, these are very, 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 very serious words that Jesus used. Why? Okay. Carson's Study Bible says, the irony that they are mourning for Jesus in the Old Testament, daughter refers to the people of Jerusalem. Okay. The irony is clear. Instead of weeping for Jesus, they, the people of Jerusalem, should weep for themselves because of the impending fall. The huge judgment is coming to Jerusalem. Okay, so that's in Jeremiah 9:17 to 19. This is what the Lord Almighty says: "Consider now, call for the wailing women to come. Send for the most skillful of them. Let them come quickly and wail over us till our eyes overflow with tears and water streams from our eyes. The sound of wailing is heard from Zion. How great is that? How great is our shame," etc. And then Jesus uses images of barren women for calamities fall on them. For example, 21:23. How dreadful it will be in those days. Luke 21:23. How dreadful it will be in those days when for pregnant women and nursing mothers there will be a great distress in the land and wrath against the people. They will fall by the sword and be taken as prisoners to all the nations. Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. Okay, this is a language Jesus used, the coming judgment on Jerusalem. Jerusalem was literally demolished, destroyed after that by the Romans Jesus used imagery. All this is a consequence of rejecting the Messiah, Mashiach. Fallenness, Jesus quotes from Hosea 10:8, evoking the wider context of Hosea 10, in which God would judge the idolatrous Israel. As in the time of Hosea, the Jews who reject Jesus called out to the mountains, fallenness, because they will no longer be able to bear the magnitude of God's judgment. That depicts the severity of the judgment of God. It's better. It's so bad, so severe that people will cry out for the mountain to come, fall upon them, to crush them, to alleviate them of the terrible judgment God poured out against them. The wrath of God is even stronger than the big mountains fall down, crushing the people who reject Christ. So people don't understand that. People take life so easily, like nothing happened. Life goes on as usual. That is actually this is a myth that people missed. Because if you don't understand that, the ultimate is coming. That will be shattering. That'll be the worst days. Okay, so Jesus is saying, don't cry for me. Cry for your children. And Jesus said one more verse. For if people do these things when the tree is green, what will happen when it is dry? So this is the heart excruciating and the humongous warning coming.